How much does workers' comp pay in Massachusetts? Hi, I'm attorney John Sheehan. Since 1993, I've represented thousands of injured workers throughout Massachusetts. I fight to make sure that each client receives all the compensation and medical treatment that they're entitled to without getting taken advantage of by an insurance company. Well, workers' comp is a no-fault system that pays for medical benefits, medical treatment, and a portion or a percentage of your lost wages if you've been injured in an accident while doing your job in Massachusetts, while you were in the course of your employment in Massachusetts. There are two things that control how much workers' comp will pay you as far as lost wage benefits go, whether for weekly benefits or at some point in your claim in the form of a settlement. And the two factors are, number one, your average weekly wage, and number two, your disability, whether you're totally disabled, whether you're partially disabled with perhaps some significant physical limitations that prevent you from doing your job but don't disable you from all types of work, or whether you have received or sustained some type of permanent impairment because of the injury, or if you're permanently and totally disabled. Another factor that controls or affects to a large degree how much you can receive in workers' comp lost wage benefits. Did you have another job? Were you concurrently employed? Concurrent employment is where you have two jobs. You got hurt at one job, but you're disabled from both jobs. Well, in a lot of cases in Massachusetts workers' comp, if you were injured in one job, and that disables you from doing a second job that you had, as long as you meet certain requirements, you may be able to include the average weekly wage from that second job with the average weekly wage from the job where you got hurt, which would increase the amount of lost wage workers' comp benefits that you can receive. There are three types of workers' comp lost wage benefits that an injured worker can receive in Massachusetts: temporary total benefits, partial benefits, and permanent total benefits. Depending on what type of disability you have, according to your treating doctor, or in some cases, depending on where the case is in the litigation process, perhaps pursuant to an impartial doctor's opinion as far as your ability or disability to work. Another factor that controls to some degree how much you can receive in workers' comp lost wage benefits is the maximum and minimum workers' comp that is published each year and controls your case as far as how much you can receive. Every October, the Department of Industrial Accidents publishes the maximum workers' comp and the minimum workers' comp that injured workers can receive. So if you fit somewhere within the middle between the maximum and the minimum, then you'll receive your full workers' comp benefits based on the type of disability you have. But in the case of a high wage earner, if your wages are so high that 60% in the case of temporary total incapacity benefits, that 60% is above what the maximum workers' comp for that year is, then you're going to only receive the maximum amount of workers' comp benefits. If you've been injured in a work accident in Massachusetts recently, even if you're receiving workers' comp benefits, or if your benefits have been recently terminated, reduced, or denied, you should contact an experienced workers' comp lawyer to discuss your case to see what your legal rights are. If you'd like to talk with me directly, you can call me at my office. I'd be happy to speak with you. You can send me an email, or if you prefer, you could visit my website where you'll find contact forms that you can fill out and submit. I'll respond, I'll contact you, we'll talk about your accident, about your injuries, about what's going on with your case as far as the insurance company goes, what you're doing, where you are with your medical treatment, and what future medical treatment you may need. And I'll explain to you what I think the next steps are as far as being able to proceed with your claim and what other legal rights you might have. And if you found the information in this video helpful and informative, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, click the bell icon below so that you'll receive notifications of my future videos, and share this video with your friends and family.